do it. Timmy should be safe now. Without the Book of Spells, he won't be able to rescue his sweet Charity. It'll hurt him emotionally, I know, but he'll be alive. That's the point. I don't know what I'd do without that little imp.
Charity, it's Timmy. Don't worry. Timmy will find a way to rescue you. He swears it was the last thing he does. Timmy won't let his precious Charity die. Timmy will find that spell book and use it to free his beloved Charity. Timmy won't let zombie Charity win.
Ow! That hurt! Oh, how I do love making you do my bidding, Teresa. Ow, that hurt! And you, little Miss Sheridan Crane, can't remember your name. Oh, you thought you'd seen an end to all your heartache and pain.
Can't wait to see which little boat ride to Bermuda brings you, Blondie.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. You know, I think that should be it. Bermuda's not that far. Looks like we've got plenty of stuff, so.
I can't wait to get to the island. You know, I know it's a long shot, but, you know, just maybe there might be someone there who can recognize me and tell me who I am.
I'm so sorry, Louise. I know those initials meant so much to you.
You burned your hand trying to get a piece of wood from me?
I'd do anything for you, Louise. You know that.
Maybe this is a sign. Maybe those initials burning is a sign that I gotta get on with my life, that living in the present is more important than hanging on to some old memories.
What are you saying?
I guess I'm asking if you'll go to Bermuda with me.
I would love to go to Bermuda with you. I'm so glad you asked. But only if you're sure. I mean, are you positive that you want to go back to the place where you lost Sheridan?
Well, what is this, an attorney?
I thought you said no lawyer would take her case.
This one's new to me. I have no idea where it came from.
As you can see, I am Mrs. Julian Crane's attorney, and as such, I am compelled, feel compelled, and so compelled do hereby present you with these papers informing you of our intent to sue your sorry butt and even sorrier butts of the other two alleged Mrs. Cranes for the truthful and rightful Mrs. Julian Crane's proper recognition.
Wait, what did you just say?
He said I'm suing Ivy and Rebecca for what's rightfully mine. The Crane named this house, everything that is due Julian Crane's widow. And I won't settle for anything less.
¿Qué pasa, Teresita? What are you doing now?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Are you sure about this trip to Bermuda?
Well, I wouldn't have asked you if I wasn't sure.
I don't just mean my going with you. You seem so adamant about never going back there.
I overreacted at the restaurant. That's it.
We both know it was more than that. Bermuda is where you lost Sheridan, and it still holds so many memories for you, both good and bad.
So you turning me down?
Not at all. There's nothing that I'd like more than to go away with you. I'm just worried about how being there might affect you.
And I don't blame you after the way I acted when the subject first came up. Look, I guess I didn't think I was up to facing all the ghosts that are down there.
And you are now?
Truth? I don't know. But if I'm ever gonna find out, you're the person I'd want to do it with. So will you come with me?
Well, I've moved all the supplies. Anything else, Cap?
I think that'll do the trick, matey. I checked the weather. Looks like we're gonna have smooth sailing all the way.
Well, that's a good omen, don't you think?
I don't know about that, but it does mean that we'll get there faster and easier.
Great. I can't wait to get there.
No, I am starving. How about we go back to the hotel and get something to eat?
Absolutely.
Hey, Liz.
Hey,
What do you got there?
don't you recognize it? It's your old duffel bag, the one we always use for our quick getaways to Bermuda. I packed it with some of your favorite things. Go ahead and sue me. You won't win.
My client begs to differ, Ms. Winthrop.
The name is Crane. That is what I have answered to for over 20 miserable years, and I am not about to change it, now that I can finally have it without that pig, Julian, at my side. And you must be very new in town if you think for 1 minute that you could go up against me.
Oh, I've done my homework, Ms. Winthrop. I know all about you and Miss Hotchkiss as well. That's the elder Miss Hotchkiss.
Well, I never.
Well, actually, I'd never take on a case I don't believe I can win. There's no percentage in it. And from the looks of things, this one appears to be a piece of cake. My client, the real Mrs. Crane, has excellent grounds.
Teresa, what is going on here? Did you really hire this man to represent you?
I did, and I'm glad. I need someone to help me get what is rightfully mine, Mama. Not just for me, but for my baby.
Wait, time out. Do my ears deceive me, or did you just call this woman Mama?
Yes, that's correct. I am Teresa's mother.
And you work here?
Yes, as head housekeeper, a position I've held for many years.
Fabelhoff. I don't believe I could have come up with a juicy background story myself.
Teresa, what is he talking about?
Your mama. A poor and loadless servant on the very estate that's trying to take food out of the mouths of a young widow, pregnant with child. We have the jury eating out of our hands.
Be still, my heart, Louise. I I swear, if I didn't already have a date to seduce your younger brother.
Where'd you get all these dolls?
What do you think? I conjured them up. Do you want to play Dolly? I'll let you hold my mini, Timmy.
Timmy's scared.
Thank you. I just came up to tell you that I'd carried out your order.
The spellbook's gone.
Forever. I threw it in the fire downstairs. It won't be a problem anymore.
And I bet it just killed you to do it, didn't it?
Can't say it was easy.
No, I can't believe that you did that just for me.
Why wouldn't I?
Because you hate my guts, Tabitha. No, you didn't do it for me. You did it for Timmy. Because the scroll predicted that Timmy would die if he tried to use the spellbook to save Charity.
And I won't say that wasn't a consideration.
Don't lie to me. It was the whole damn reason. You love the little brat.
Love, I don't know what that means.
Tabitha, I mean you're weak. Your soft spot's showing. It ain't pretty. Can't wait till my friends in the basement hear what's become of your commitment to evil.
Oh, please, there's no reason for them to know
Forget
anything.
it, princess. You can't talk me out of anything. And just for the record, you haven't guaranteed Timmy's longevity. 10 to 1, he goes to that cave and tries to save Charity without the spellbook.
Oh, no, don't worry. I've talked to him about that.
Yeah? Well, let's just hope he doesn't have ADD. That's right, princess. Your little imp will die.
Save Timmy! Oh, dear. Dear, they're too big for Timmy. What's a lad to do? Timmy has to get his hands on that spellbook again. It's his only chance to save his precious Charity.
I would love to go to Bermuda with you.
Right.
I just wish I knew what changed your mind.
Hey, you
Well,
two.
Hey,
Hank.
Just the guy I was looking for.
Yeah? Oh, what you got there?
Information about the prize you won back at the Lobster Shack. Want me to toss
No,
it?
no, no. Let me check it out.
Whoa.
Hey, hey.
You said you didn't want to take the trip.
I changed my mind. And now Beth's coming with me. At least I hope she is.
How'd you get him to turn around?
honest, I didn't. It was all Luis's idea. I don't still really understand.
I don't either. It wasn't really one thing. It was a combination of things.
Of what?
Well, first of all, was seeing this railing where Sheridan and I carved our initials, burned to ashes. And it was a sign that the past is over. It's time for me to move on.
You've said that before.
I know. But then there's the amazing coincidence of me winning this trip to Bermuda. And of all places to win a trip, why would I win one to the last place where I saw Sheridan alive?
Like you said, an amazing coincidence.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that my sister would call it fate. Well, then again, Teresa calls everything fate, but I think she's got a point here. Yeah, this just feels like something.
Is there, any other reason that you want to go?
Yes, of course there is. You would be my favorite person to spend some getaway time with.
So, are you gonna open the envelope?
Why not? It's time to live dangerous.
What is it?
Trips to the Bermuda Pavilions. The last place I was with Sheridan before she died.
So, when do you set sail?
Crack of dawn, assuming my crew gets up on time.
I'm so excited I might not get any sleep at all. How long will it take to get there?
Well, that depends on the wind. But I can promise you that I will get you there before the sun goes down so you'll have a chance to walk around the island.
Do you really think you'll recognize something on the island?
Oh, I'm more hopeful that someone will recognize me. I mean, maybe I visited Bermuda before I was lost at sea and Brian found me.
I just don't want her to get her hopes up too high.
Like I did when we were in Harmony, which turned out to be a dead end.
Exactly.
Well, I'll try not to, but it's hard.
I really hope that something strikes a chord and you'll remember who you are.
Thanks, Liz.
So, how long do you plan on staying away?
I don't know, that depends. I mean, I just told the hotel just to leave the reservation open, so.
Good idea. And where are you staying?
Well, there is only one resort that gives hotel discounts to employees that work at hotels on other islands, so.
Pavilions. Is that it? Is there a place with that name?
Yeah, that's the name of the place we're staying, but how did you know that? Because I've never said that to you before.
Hi,
Hi.
Jimmy was just looking for one of his gloves. He thought he left it up here.
Haven't seen it. How about you, Princess?
No, I haven't seen it.
What are those?
What do they look like? They're miniature dolls of all the wretched townsfolk of Harmony. I'm playing with them.
Whatever floats zombies' boat.
This one's Luis. I think he needs a bit of a push, don't you?
What kind of a push?
You'll see.
Oh, you've got some nerve keeping your plans from me when I'm the one who started the Louise Sheridan curse centuries ago.
Yeah, well, that was then, and this is now. I think that you're gonna approve of my plans, though.
Well, can't you at least give me some sort of hint?
And ruin the surprise? No. I will tell you, though, that Sheridan and Louise are headed for something they never expected. Something that will change their lives forever.
How did you know the name of the Bermuda Pavilion Resort?
I have no idea. Well, maybe you saw an ad in the island newspaper.
I don't think so. Brian, are you sure you never mentioned it before?
Positive.
Maybe you stayed there as a guest.
Before I was lost at sea. Do you think it's possible?
Anything's possible.
Now, don't go jumping to conclusions.
I know, but Liz could be right. I mean, maybe when I get there, someone will recognize me and finally tell me who I am and where I came from.
Well, I hope it works out. But even if it doesn't, you'll still have a great time. Bermuda's beautiful in the spring. Oh, here, a little bon voyage gift for me.
Liz, you don't have to do this. I mean, it's enough. Just give me the time off.
No, please, I insist. I bought it for myself, but turns out I'm not going to need it.
I don't understand.
Well, I thought I might be getting away to Bermuda for a few days, and anyhow, they're tickets to the special dinner dance they have at the resort each spring.
You bought them for yourself. I mean, maybe you can still go.
No, it's not going to work out. They're yours.
This is wonderful. I mean, dinner, dancing under the stars. Are you sure you want to give them up?
I'm sure.
Thank you. This is great. I mean, maybe someone at the dance will recognize me.
A resort where Sheridan and I stayed. What are the chances of that?
Maybe Teresa's onto something. It looks like fate strikes again, huh?
Something else. 2 tickets to the dinner dance they're having during our stay.
Oh.
It sounds so romantic, dancing under the stars. But I understand if you don't want to go.
I didn't say that. Hey, it sounds nice. I'm just blown away that it's the exact same hotel.
Well, you know, maybe we could ask him to change it. Or, hey, it's not too late to back out completely. You don't have to take me anywhere, Luis. It's probably just too soon.
What are you doing?
Making a note to myself about your mama being a lowly servant.
I told you before, I am head housekeeper.
Lowly serving to win us more points with the jury. Juries love cases where people like you are pitted against high and mighty hussies like them. Any other juicy details we could use?
Oh, I've got one. How about she was born a lying, two-timing tramp?
Mother.
Well, she was.
I like it. Call her names like that in front of the jury. Jury will be back with a verdict for us in 5 minutes.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, and where did you go to law school?
University of the streets, ladies, but I can assure you everything's on the up and up. Now, you may not approve of my methods, but I can tell you, by the time I'm finished, you'll be wishing I was defending you. Tell me, Ivy, how do you think the jury is gonna feel when they discover that you tricked your poor deceased husband into believing this fine young man here was his biological son when all along you knew he was nothing more but your love child from another man? And you, may I call you Becky?
You most certainly may not.
Becky, you got the morals of an alley cat, dumping one rich old goat just so you can marry another. We'll have the jury on the edge of their rock-hard seats drooling. Some more details of the rich and infamous. But I wish all my cases were this easy. I truly do.
Go away!
Mother! Take care of this.
No, I'm not going to stand here and let this fly-by-night ambulance chaser just call me names and try to ruin my reputation.
Mother.
No, Gwen, please. This is a miscarriage of justice, and I am going to see you disbarred.
On what grounds? I have every right to pursue any and all legal means at my disposal in the defense of my client. As I'm sure young Ethan here will attest to, this is all most proper and legal. The very epitome of justice at its finest, which thereby reinforces the supreme legality of the ever-fair scales of justice. Don't you agree, young man?
What you just said doesn't make any sense.
You weren't listening, Sonny. You're gonna have to work on that if you ever want to practice law in this town.
Who are you, anyway?
Like I said, I am Mrs. Julian Crane's attorney.
I am Mrs. Julian Crane!
Well, perhaps I should have qualified my statement. I represent the one and only, bona fide, real, veracitacious Mrs. Julian Crane, formerly known as Teresa Lopez-Fitzgerald. You two are merely posers, imposters, frauds, phonies!
All right.
Just so you know what you're gonna be up against in court. I intend to make sure these two women never enjoy the benefits of the Crane name ever again. If necessary, I'll bring charges against them for the attempted theft of my client's rightful name. Attempted theft? I wish I had thought of that earlier. Oh, how I love this case, I truly do.
I'm gonna cry.
Naughty, naughty. I told you what would happen if you didn't obey me.
Now, Timmy. It's urgent. Princess has to get Zombie Charity out here so Timmy can look for the Book of Spells.
The spell book? I told you to forget about the blasted book.
Timmy can't. Timmy needs it. Tell Timmy where it is, Princess.
All right, if you must know, I destroyed it. I threw it in the fireplace downstairs and watched it burn to ashes.
No! How could Princess do such a thing?
You really need to ask Dim Tim. She did it for you.
For Timmy?
She did it to save your life.
That wasn't the only reason. The book had served its purpose. It needed to be destroyed before it ruined everything.
But Princess knew it was Timmy's only means of saving the real Charity from the block of ice in the cave. Now Timmy's beautiful Charity will die.
And that would be a problem because...
You can speak all the double talk you want, but there is no way in hell that you are going to prove that this wannabe is anything but a gold-digging slut from the wrong side of the tracks.
I don't have to convince anyone in hell. Just a judge and jury at Teresa's peers. By the time I'm finished, everyone in this fine town of Harmony, if not the world, will know that Teresa is the one and only true blue widow of Mr. Julian Crane, and as such, should be granted everything that the legal next of kin is legally entitled to. Namely, the Crane name, mansion, and millions of dollars. Oops, my bad. I stand corrected. That's billions of dollars. All this and more will ultimately go to Julian's rightful surviving widow, Teresa, the maid's daughter.
Head housekeeper.
Over my dead body. Teresa will not see one dime of the Crane money, not one thin dime.
I'll go eat some more milk.
That's all right.
I want to. Right back.
Hey, I just want to tell you thanks again for, those dance and dinner tickets in Bermuda.
Still remember the one that we went to? I'll never forget that night.
Sorry, Liz.
Oh, no, come on. Don't worry about it. Had no business thinking that you would invite me to Bermuda in the first place. Seems like we've been over forever.
You still mean a lot to me.
Please, Brian. Not the we'll still be close friends speech. I'm not up for it tonight. Or any other night, frankly.
Okay. I'm gonna take my plate back to the kitchen.
Why Diana and not me? She doesn't even love you.
I'll understand if you don't want to take me to Bermuda, Luis. I mean, it's one thing to go back to the island where you last saw Sheridan alive, but to stay at the same resort, it's just too painful.
It's just hard to imagine walking the same beach. But I haven't changed my mind. Still want to go? I don't know if want is the right word, but this could be just what I need.
How do you mean?
Well, I just think that staying at the same resort where Sheridan and I stayed it could be what I need to finally get closure over her death.
And you will go.
Yes. And if you're still game, I would like it if you came with me.
I would love to. I can't think of anything that I would love more.
Do you hear me, Teresa? I will see you in the gutter, and myself 6 feet under before you are mistress of this house.
Interesting possibility. Tell me, how long have you been confined to that wheelchair, Ms. Winthrop? Has your doctor given you any prognosis vis-a-vis?
All right, that's enough, all right? Stop.
I was just asking a question, young man.
Yeah, which no one's gonna answer. Now, you've badgered my mother enough. I'm still not convinced you're a real attorney, let alone licensed to practice in this state.
I don't care what you think, young man. Just know that I'm gonna see to it that my client gets everything that she deserves.
Oh, I'd really like to see that she gets everything she deserves.
I don't. Listen, you are in no position to fight this. You know as well as I do that your marriage to Julian will not hold up in court.
When why are you siding with the enemy against your own mother?
You went after Julian with a gun when you found out that Teresa was pregnant by him.
I did not kill Julian.
Do you really want to risk raising that question in front of a jury? I wouldn't. You had a motive to kill him, Mother.
Gwen, I can't even believe that you're saying this to me.
I'm just telling it like it is.
No, I am not gonna just stand by and watch her just walk all over me and try to take everything that is rightfully mine. I am not going to do it. Do you hear me?
Don't you worry about these tramps. I got everything covered.
Whether you know it or not, Louise, I think you just took your first step to feeling better.
I'm not saying I'm ever gonna forget Sheridan.
Nobody's asking you to. We just want you to heal, Louise. Stop hurting.
Yeah. Can't even imagine what that would be like.
Coming?
I'll catch up. Maybe it is time to move on. Maybe it's time to join the living again.
You know, I can't wait to get to the resort in Bermuda. Dinner and dancing. And... Wait, is the resort fancy? What am I gonna wear?
You look great in anything.
Thanks, but I don't want to stick out. I want to blend in with everyone else.
Okay, don't worry about it. You can borrow some things of mine.
Really? You don't mind?
No, it's fine. I've got some great resort wear kicking around in my closet. You can take your pick.
That is so sweet of you.
That is, Liz, that's very sweet.
Look, I'll bring some by your room. You can try it on later.
Thank you.
Sure.
What?
I just can't remember seeing you so excited about something. Is it Bermuda or is it the dance?
Both, I guess. I don't know if I've ever even been to a gala like this before, and it all just sounds so wonderful. Dancing and dinner and just dressing up. And maybe it'll happen. Maybe there'll be someone at the ball who'll know who I am.
And if they don't?
Have a great time anyway. Couldn't go any other way since I'll be with you.
You mean that?
With all my heart.
How could Princess burn up the Book of Spells? She knew it was Timmy's only means of saving the real Charity.
Must everything be explained to you, Tim Tim? The Book of Spells might have saved Charity, but it would have signed your death warrant in the meantime.
Timmy was willing to take that risk.
Hello? Hello? Your princess couldn't bear the thought of life without you. She burned the book to save you.
Timmy knows Tabitha cares about him. But Tabitha's told Timmy that no self-respecting hag can call herself a witch without having a book of spells.
She loves you more than the witchcraft, okay? Do you get it? She's a loser as a bad guy. No wonder her ex-friends in the basement gave up on her.
Don't worry. I can hold my own with the best of them.
Oh, get real, old lady. You're nothing but a bad-for-nothing, washed-up old softy. Ugh! You should be leading a Girl Scout troop.
Timmy loves his princess, too.
Don't listen to her, Timmy. It's all a load of nonsense. I'd have done the same thing for anyone.
If I were you, I'd start packing right now. Teresa'd be moving in her belongings, and I'm sure she won't want to be bothered with the disposal of the belongings of former squatters.
How dare you, Ethan, do something?
I'm trying, Mother.
Don't waste your time, son. You know, I just thought of something else we should add to the suit. We'll be wanting to collect back rent from the women who are currently living here illegally.
Damn you both now. Just get out of my home.
We'll leave when we decide. Not when you say.
Please, Teresa, you can put a stop to this right now. Just tell him you changed your mind.
No, Ethan, I'm sorry. I stand by every word that my attorney has said. This house belongs to me. And since you two had no problem throwing me out, I see no reason not to do the same to you.
Rebecca, wait! Rebecca, get off! Unhand your hand! Unhand your hand! Rebecca, get your hands off of my client!